morning, ladies and gentlemen. On this lively but slightly chilly morning, on behalf of Institute of Advanced Research in Science, I warmly welcome all the dignitaries as well as the participants to Institute of IIRC's program in Science, Technology, Research in and Applications 2-day program titled as Know the Atmosphere You Live In. Now, I request the dignitaries, Professor R. Narasimha, Professor Sandeep Shastri, Professor Rajan, Professor A. Prabhu, and Dr. Kushma Rao to light the lamp. Thank you, distinguished gentlemen and ladies. Now I request Professor R. Narasimha, Professor Sandeep Shastri, Dr. Rajan and Dr. Kushma Rao to please take your seats on the dais. Before we start the program, a small request. Please, I request all of you to keep your mobile phones either in silent mode or vibration mode. Thank you. The two-day program is commencing with a keynote address from Chief Guest Professor R. Narasimha and later followed by Professor Sandeep Shastri, and after that we have a small tea break and further sessions will continue after that. Now, I request Professor Narasimha to give the keynote address, and Professor R. Narasimha is a well-known personality, and it doesn't require the introduction to most of the people in the aerospace industry, aeronautics and atmospheric sciences. Professor R. Narasimha, after his graduation from Mysore University, obtained his master's degree from Indian Institute of Science and his doctorate from Caltech in 1962, and he joined as professor as a faculty at the Department of Aerospace Engineering, and he set up a group as well as a fluid mechanics lab in the aerospace engineering. He served as the aerospace engineering chairman, and he also founded the Center for Atmospheric Sciences at IISc, which is currently called Center for Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences, CAOS. And he was appointed as Director of National Aerospace Laboratory, NAL, in 1984. He was closely involved in the aircraft industry, serving the Board of Directors of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited during the period 1985 and 98. After his retirement from NAL, he continued at CAS IASC. Thank you. So he has been active even after his retirement, and he has been honored with the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize. Fellow awarded the second highest civilian award by Government of India, Padma Vibhushan, in 2013, and he has been a fellow of Royal Society of London, Foreign Associateship of NAE and NAS, and Honorary Fellowship of American Academy of Arts and Sciences, and Fellowship of the World Academy of Sciences. He has won the Fluid Dynamics Award of AIAA in 2000 and Trieste Science Prize in Engineering Sciences in 2008. Now, I request Ms. Sindhu to welcome him with a bouquet. Thank you. Now, I warmly welcome Professor Sandeep Shastri as well, who is giving the second address during this session. Professor Sandeep Shastri is a Pro Vice Chancellor of JAIT, a deemed to be university, and heads its Center for Research in Social Sciences and Education. He prefers to call himself a researcher by training and a teacher by passion, a trainer by practice, and above all, a lifelong learner. His research has focused on understanding Indian politics from the prism of citizens' perspective. His writings have been largely on electoral politics, Karnataka politics, and federalism. He has authored over 7 books, written over 50 chapters in edited books, and over 75 articles in refereed journals. He is the co-chair of the Research Committee of the International Political Science Association, IPSTRA, that focuses on comparative survey research. As the national coordinator of the Lokniti network, he has been part of the team that has undertaken the national election study for the last quarter century. Dr. Shastri has served as consultant to prestigious international agencies. He has been a United Nations consultant on political parties reform in the Pacific Rim countries. He was the World Bank consultant on governance in Nepal. He leads the Forum of Federations consultancy project in Myanmar on capacity building for transition to democracy. He was also part of the Forum of Federations team that was involved in consultancy on constitutional making in South Sudan and federalism reforms in Sudan. Dr. Shastri is a leading election analyst and features regularly on the electronic media, and is currently the election analyst for India Today electronic media. Professor Shastri writes for the print media in Kannada, Hindi, and English, and has more than 200 of his edited pages. Articles have appeared in well-known newspapers. Professor Shastri was privileged to play a key role in drafting Karnataka's youth policy by serving as the chairman of the drafting committee of the said policy. Professor Shastri has lectured at prestigious universities across the world in over 50 countries. I warmly once again welcome Professor Sandeep Shastri. I now request Chetan to invite him with a bouquet. I request Mr. Subrat Patnaik to welcome Dr. Rajan, faculty of CGPL IASC, with a bouquet. I warmly welcome the chairman IRSC, Dr. Kusma Rao, and I request Ms. Sindhu to welcome her with a bouquet. Rao to give a brief intro about IARC.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Dr. Krishna. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Professor Nasima, Professor Sandeep Shastri, Professor Rajan, Professor Prabhu, Professor Gomiswamy Bala, Professor Sen Gupta, Dr. Kulkarni, all the speakers of excellence, invitees and participants. I am very glad that Professor Nasima has joined us today. He was extremely busy. Just now he has concluded on the 16th Asian Congress of Fluid Mechanics, and still he has made it. He joined us for this function. I am really grateful to him. And already Dr. Krishna has introduced him to all of you, but still I would like to say one or two things about him. His major area of research is fluid dynamics. For that, no need to say, he is nationally, internationally, he is accepted scientist. Nationally, he is a recipient of Padma Bhushan, and internationally, he is a fellow of Royal Society of London. And another major contribution from him, already Krishna has mentioned, but I would like to still mention once again, he has founded Center for Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences Department in Indian Institute of Science. Here, right here, he has founded it, and it is one of the premier centers now in the field. And the kind of work that is going on, he is going to shortly speak on the fluid dynamics of clouds. He has been working on that for more than 30 years. And he has done both laboratory simulation as well as numerical simulations. So, lots of secrets of the clouds are understood by him, which we will be going to reveal in a short time. Professor Sandeep Shastri is the Pro-Chancellor of Jain University. We are very glad to have him here. He is the kind of the growth you see in Jain University and the quality education there, that speaks about his sincere and devoted effort to the academics of Jain University. And more than anything, it's very amazing to know that he is an election analyst for India Today. India Today is the election analyst, and recently he was there in the group of people who discussed about the latest election of our Prime Minister PM Modi. And what I would like to say is the contribution to the academics of Jain University is significant from him, and really we will thank you, sir, you are here today. So coming to the Institute of Advanced Research in Science. This Advanced Research in Science is a 4 years old institution. 3 units now. One is actually Atmosphere, Ocean and Space Sciences, and another is Center for Excellence in Music and Applications. You will be surprised because we are into the music, into the research of music. And the third thing is Engineering, Science and Mechanics. The Center for Excellence in Music and Applications is already quite established. We have a very good team working on that, working for that unit. And Engineering, Science and Mechanics, right now we are into appointing the adjunct faculties and the temporary staff like project assistants. And we are establishing collaborations with international and national collaborations as part of IRC academic activities. Now, the main focus of IRC is research, of course, but equivalently important we have taken up is the outreach program. Now, recently we launched the IRC program on science, technology and research and applications. IPSTRA it is called. And the main focus here is to maximize the radar and satellite data utilization among the teachers, lecturers, and who are unaware of the satellites, which are every day actually every now and then ISRO is launching satellites now, but much of the data is not reaching the teachers, lecturers, students. So our aim is to focus is to give impetus to the teachers' excellence in these fields. And we would like to take up this in the approach this activity program with three components. One is actually to conduct exposure program like this, like today's event, and I'm glad to say that the next event will be on rockets and propellants. Professor Rajan will be conducting on that in another 6 months' time. And the second approach is to conduct courses, basic courses for the students and advanced courses for the teachers. And the third approach is for the toppers in the courses. The pilot projects will be given, and they can work with any faculty recognized by IRSC in any part of India. These are the three approaches we are following. And this program is streamlined in 4 areas. One is actually atmosphere and climate, and second one is astronomy and astrophysics, and planetary science and exploration, solar terrestrial physics. So today's event is the first initiative. I am very happy that we have Professor Narasimha and Professor Sandeep Shastri and all the dignitaries here who will be with us hopefully throughout in spite of their busy schedules. So as important as the research component of IIRS. So in future, I am glad that so many of you have joined us, and this is designed for the teachers and lecturers. This program is designed for the teachers and lecturers. Hope we will be able to carry further and deep into this. Thank you very much. I would request Professor Narasimha to give keynote address on fluid dynamics of clouds. His 30 plus years of work he will be presenting now. Yeah,